Alright, so this is MCFRY's rear bumper. I just put a coat of that silver tinter metallic on. I'm just letting this dry for about 15 minutes, and I'm going to put a clear coat on to get it nice and shiny. And I put 2 coats of this stuff. Love this stuff, it's expensive, but it's really cool. Put 2 coats of this on the rear spare's tailgate. Come have a look, I just sanded it. Okay, so it's essentially a spray-on bob pretty much. So this is the rear spare's tailgate. Normally, if you were just painting this white or a light colour, you probably wouldn't have to go to this extent, but because I'm painting it black, everything shows, everything. Something like that. That is a low, and that'd show on a black car. So as you can see, there's a couple low spots here and over here, probably where they had to fold this bit here. Top half's not too bad. It's actually pretty good. Not over worried about the top there. I'm just going to give that a light sand at the end. And this isn't a Durablock, big one. And for the first time ever, I bought some stick-on sandpaper. It actually sticks to the block. I've never even knew that existed until I went online. I went on the Melomotive's website, and they sell everything, like all you need, everything, and they had free shipping, so I got pretty excited and I bought a heap of stuff. So I think this is 120 grit I'm using, and yeah, smash the spray bog stuff pretty quick. So I'm just going to give this a clean up, and I'm going to put another coat on. Normally it's best to try, you know, use bog fill in areas like this, but I put a flat edge over that, and it's literally like, it's a low, but it's like, you know, it's stuff all. So I'll get that with spray bog, that down there, and it will look like a super smooth mirror when it's done. Alright, so this is now the 3rd coat of all you need I'm putting on the tailgate. So originally it was a thin coat. There was only 1 coat of epoxy at first. Now I've done 3 coats of all you need. Gave it a good sand. Done another 3 coats of all you need. Good sand. Still a low spot here and around here. So I'm doing another 3 more coats of all you need. Alrighty, I just gave the tailgate a final sand again. Probably spent a good, I don't know, hour and a half getting it sanded down. Use 120 grit sandpaper. Just wiped it down with wax and grease remover, so it's slowly drying up now. And it is now perfect. So yeah, it's going to look good. So I'm just going to put some epoxy. Probably just 2 coats, because I went back to bare metal again. And yeah, just a light sand, 400 grit, and then I can put gloss black on, and it's gonna look like a mirror. I just down the bottom here in this little groove section down here, it's very hard to not get a line here, because obviously once you block sand across here, it creates a line down here. So I had to be very careful to try and not get a line across there, and then when I did, I had to sand it out. Even this line here, because I built up so much this spray bog, the higher this gets, the higher this line gets. And so if you sand too much here, more like a lot here and then a lot here, the line will go zigzag like that. So I had to spend, you know, a careful amount of time getting that line dead straight and that groove perfect. But anywho, I will put some epoxy on, and tomorrow, probably not tomorrow, it takes a bit for that stuff to dry. Maybe 2 days. No, I'll figure it out. But yeah, 2 coats, 400 grit, and gloss black on top. And so today was the day I wanted to put paint on the tailgate, because I thought it was perfectly straight. But I found a sneaky low spot which I've never seen. Pretty much right here. It's very annoying, so I'm going to put some spray bog on that area and sand it again. Alright, so sanding the tailgate took a lot longer than expected again. Ended up having to sand the whole top section. It's just my OCD is getting to me on this thing. Kind of regretting painting it black a little bit, but it's such a nice colour. But I know that everything shows on a black car, like just, for example, like what I've been trying to get out here, this slight, it's like less than a millimetre. Looking down the side here, it looks perfect. Like a camera can't even really pick it up. So I've pretty much nailed it. Like it's not elite show quality, but it's show quality. So I'm gonna put some black on this and then we'll take a look, see how good it looks. Okay, so we had a bit of disaster with the painting. Kind of simple. It is full of orange peel, and I've got a run, and like, I mean, like a lot of orange peel. Yeah, like a lot. So that was just 2 coats, but I never mixed any thinners up. I don't know why I normally do, but it just come out like shit. So I'm gonna let this dry overnight, and I'm gonna sand that run out. I'll have to block this again and get all that orange peel out. Okay, I think we're on like day 6 or something now. Something crazy like that. I just sanded the tailgate again. It's a nice sunny day as well. So I'm going to put thinners in the paint this time and see how we go. Should be okay, and it should be a lot better with this laying flat as well. It'll be a lot easier getting the paint on nice and smooth. Alright, I'll give it a go, and hopefully this time it's good and doesn't stuff up. No runs, no runs, no runs. Alright, so it was nearly perfect the way I wanted it to work out, except the paint didn't stick as good. You can see through here, it's not like, it's kind of like a semi-run. Where I went through to the primer, it's like the paint didn't stick as good, and it's ripped off it. It's only where the primer was, but that will block out, and like once I do the sand and buff, I should be able to block that out. I'm hoping, and you won't even see it at all. It's very hard to get runs out, but if I block it out, it should be fine. Oh, I've got a speck of poo in there. But overall, that is a lot better than yesterday's effort. It's nice, shiny, it'll be easy to buff. How straight did I get it? 10 out of 10? It nearly is. There's one spot, I think here. I've just constantly been trying to get out. You probably just see it. It's really not that bad at all, but it's just my OCD. Overall though, I'm very happy how this turned out. It could have been perfect, but just, that's why I didn't want to paint metallics or candies, any of that, because you do one mistake and then you pretty much got to start over. So there's this, it's like a nice solid colour. If you stuff it up, sand it, do it again. it did like a candy. Like you literally got to try and paint all the panels at the same time. If you put 2 coats on one panel, you got to put 2 coats on every panel. Like it's just, put 3 coats on a panel, it'll look a shade darker. I've done it before and I hate the stuff, so just keeping it as simple as I can. Only downside of going with black is trying to get the panels perfect for it. That's the part that's really time consuming. Like I've spent like 5-6 days now just on the tailgate, so. But for the rest of the ute, everything should get better. Like when I'm doing the rest of the ute, like I'll know I'm gonna run a straight edge over the areas, and if there's a spot that's like, you know, 2 mil lower, I'm going to put filler in it. I'm not going to try and use the spray bog because it doesn't build up enough. It's just too slow. So, should be sweet. Bloody dog. I was going to finish up the video, but I thought I may as well finish it so you can see the finished product. I haven't sanded up the top here. I've just sanded here and here. Doing a colour sand, so I just did 1500 grit, then 2000 grit, and I've got the buffer here and juice end cut. So I might do a time lapse and then give this a buff and then check out how shiny it is. It'll be very shiny. Normally if I got a lot of orange peel at the top here, I'd sand that as well and buff it, but it's actually really nice and straight up the top here, so I'll probably still run the buffer over it, but yeah, it looks good. Alright, let's see what it looks like. How good does that look? Looks good, doesn't it? So that's just like the first initial buff. There's still very light scratches in that, which you're not going to be able to see on the camera, which I'll probably do when I do a final buff when I finish painting the ute. I think I used a bit too much polish initially, so that clogged up pretty quick, so I had to put another pad on. But this juice end cut is awesome stuff, and it smells really nice too. So that's the tailgate. Come out extremely straight, but I spent an entire week on it. So alright, so this is going to wrap the video up, and now you know pretty much what this ute's going to look like in the end now. I've just done a bit of masking back here. I'm kind of thinking now too, I'm going to wrap the liner from here down, So they're down, so the tubs will be wrapped the liner on the floor. It's just going to save me a lot of work, and it looks good. So, and just do the top with gloss, because everything gloss, like you got to get it flat, and it's a lot of work. So, but for now, that's what I'm planning on doing. I might change my mind, I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm going to do all the body filling, all that sort of stuff, getting all the lines right on the vehicle, all that sort of stuff. So that's what I'm going to be starting as of next week. Yeah, so I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks I'll get this thing painted, but it did take me like a whole week to do the tailgate, so with any luck I'll be a bit quicker than that, but time will tell. Alright guys, peace out.